Good evening and welcome to the Bottom Line. News about your neighborhood and its condition. News that will allow you to make informed decisions. From downtown to Dover and everywhere in between, it's news that reaches the residents of Wilmington and Newcastle County. News that's real, relevant, revealing. Yes, this is the Bottom Line. Again, good evening. My name is Nicole DeSarette, one of your hosts this evening. I am so thrilled to be back in my chair because when I leave, things happen and people try to take my chair. I'm just bothering. But I heard wonderful things in the absence of the female crew members that we didn't get talked about at all. Nice things were said. So thank you to all of the crew. But we are back in the house tonight. It is Monday, May 23rd. But the last week or so, it feels like it's April. It's just been raining and raining and raining, but it's all about to come to a stop. This week, the weather is about to heat up, and we'll probably wish for some rain. So all of you people who have been singing that, "Oh, I wish it was rain" song, enough already. We've had enough rain. I just view it as liquid sunshine, and I just keep it moving. So I'm hoping that your last full week in the month of May is off to an excellent start. I would like you to know that the captain is not here, but he's got good reasons not to be here. But the ship is going to stay afloat. If you are joining us right now, you still have time for the meet and greet. And that is exactly where State Rep Charles Potter is at this very moment. The Delaware Black Caucus is having a meet and greet fundraiser that ends at 9 o'clock tonight. If you got some time, run over to Timothy's on the waterfront. Yeah, I can talk. And find out what is going on. If you don't know, the Delaware Black Caucus is designed to increase awareness. They will discuss state issues, political issues, and present workshops. So if you would like to get behind the Delaware Black Caucus, there's still time for the meet and greet fundraiser. It ends at 9 o'clock tonight. And if you go, make sure you tell State Rep that we started on time and we're doing a darn good job in his absence. Wanted you to know that. And I wanted you to know that when I got to the studio tonight, somebody handed me this postcard, and I can't show it to you because it's not going to pick up very well. We'll show it to you another time. But apparently, there's someone by the name of Elder Tyrone C. Johnson, Sr., who is running for Wilmington City Council at large. Our very own first mate, Elder Ty, is throwing his hat into the political ring, and we want to get behind him. His slogan is "Getting It Done." So if you want to support someone who's getting it done, trust me, Elder Ty is the one. He is having a fundraiser on Thursday, June 30th at the Clarion Hotel. The time frame is 6 to 8. And of course, we will remind you about this fundraiser as the date approaches. But please know that our very own Elder Ty is running for office, and we are excited about this new political journey upon which he is about to embark. Elder Ty is giving me that look because he's over there with his special guest. So enough of me. I want you to know that we have that sports guy, Ed Johnson, in the house. We have Mr. Shaquem in the house, and I believe Miss Deneen is en route. But right now, we're going over to Studio B. Take it away, Elder Ty.
I'd like to say hello to everybody everywhere. Thank you so much for joining us. And it's a really big, how was that boy Ed Sullivan say, really big show tonight, really big show tonight. And Thank you all for telling that woman that we said nice things about the females who was on the show Missing in Action last week with a whole lot of love and a great big hug. Mwah! We love those ladies. Don't we love those ladies? Yes, we do. See? 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 I know what to do. I know what to do. Incidentally, everybody, it's a real big day. I know we've had some shootings across this city, and our prayers go out to the families. The young man who was shot over in Howard, who attended Howard High School and was shot coming from school. Shaquem's going to talk more about that when he comes on. I don't want to steal his thunder, but we got a young man that does a song, and he says, 302, guns down, no more bodies hitting the ground. 302, guns down, no more bodies hitting the ground. Listen, it's real. Bullets got no names on them, and when you fire that thing, it's too late. The bullet's going somewhere, amen? So let's think about what we're doing. Young people, we got to learn how to deal with the anger, the resentment. We got to learn how to deal with it in a positive way. We got to learn how to give a joker a pass. You hear what I'm saying? Every now and then, we got to give them a pass. Tonight, that's what I used to holler on the radio. Tonight, everybody, thank everybody for that big, big referendum. I got a special guest here tonight. I like to call him Doc Holliday. Boo, 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 because, see, that's how he comes out of that corral, baby. But we're going to leave that alone. Call him Dr. Holliday. Dr. Holliday is here tonight just to say thank you. Doc?
Elder Ty, thank you for having me back tonight after a very successful referendum last Tuesday, and much thanks to the audience who joins us, and I'm sure were joining us last week, who heard the message and got out and voted.
Doc, first of all, I want to thank State Representative Potter for allowing us to come on. Always, giving his heart to where we think our representative's heart should be.
Absolutely.
And could be. So he thought it not robbery just to give us the time to come and trusted me to interview you and that sort of thing. So I'm grateful to the state rep for all that he does.
Indeed.
And he doesn't do it by himself. You know what I mean? He get the big head if he want. But his wife's right beside him.
Sure.
He's got a supportive family, and we always want to wish them the best of health. And everybody, good luck down at Timothy's. You talked about how great this thing would be. You talked about Burnett coming down. You talked about how the dollars would help. You made it plain, and I think people got that message. But so many times when people come, they show up, they show out. John P. Key says, show up! And they showed up in a big way. But very seldom do folks come back and say thank you. And I know, man, you've had a very, very tiring week, a very tiring and trying time. But is there anything you want to say, special thanks to anybody, the folks possibly made it happen?
Sure.
Other than the viewing audience, because the voters made it happen.
The voters indeed made it happen. So a heartfelt thank you to the voters and the audience that joined us tonight, many of which got out and voted, in large part because of the message on this show. So a shout out to Charles Potter for inviting me on. Thanks to you.
Bottomline!
For the great interview. And a big thanks to the governor, who was instrumental in helping us get the message out. Greg Lavelle, a local representative, who was also instrumental. And a number of other local reps, but in particular those three who didn't just step up, but stepped out and were willing to go a little above and beyond.
A lot of folks step up, but they don't step out too far.
They don't. And I have to give a shout out to the students in the district, in particular those kids at the high school, who went door to door with a strong message and really
because you hear so much negative about young people not involved, young people don't do this, but you just said something key. There were some young people who saw the need to go door to door, regardless as to whose door it was.
Yeah, I think in most cases, if not every case, for those students, it was their first experience with a campaign and selling a message. And I'm not talking about a few students.
Yes, sir.
And I'm not talking about kids just in the city or just in the suburbs. What
Yes,
I loved
sir.
about the movement was that it really pulled kids together.
Yes, sir.
From different demographics and backgrounds and areas that we serve, really pulled them together to share an important message of getting out the yes vote to support their facilities and their programs and the staff that work with them. You know, they did not want to lose the and extracurricular activities that they recognize make a difference in their lives. And when you get kids, young people, behind a movement like that, great things can happen.
My God,
So-
what's some of the stuff we can look forward to?
Well, I think we can look forward to middle and high school athletic programs to continue across the district for many years to come.
That's
We
great.
have a lot of
That's
different
great.
clubs and organizations that exist within the district, everything from chess club to debate club to leadership clubs in our schools. I mean, the list goes on and on. We have a lot of opportunities for students to be actively engaged beyond the school day, really supporting what happens during the school day. And we also provide transportation. We're one of the few districts in the state that provides as much transportation as we do after school hours for all students, because we're all about equity. We want all students to have access to our programming.
Now, in our communities, I don't want to put you on the spot, but I'd sure like to work with those who would like to work to engage our parents more,
Yeah.
get more parent participation. And if in those homes where there's no parents, let's see if we can find someone to stand in. Always a mentor in the family.
Yep.
Always someone who would be willing to step in, because education is paramount, and participation in those activities that bring about wholesome development are important.
Absolutely.
Doc, God bless you, man.
Thank you, Ty.
Thank you.
Elder Ty.
Congratulations for all that you do.
Thank you.
And used to be a boy come on the TV. You don't know him, Reverend Ike. I can't lose with the stuff I use. God be for you, who be against you?
Thank you, Ty.
This is the bottom line. I'm Elder Ty. This is our fantastic, our super leader, Brandywine School District, Dr. Holliday, who stopped by, like many who don't, just to say, thank you. That's real big, everybody. That's real big. Thank you for your work. See what happens when we show up. See what happens when we show up. We can make a difference. Sports is next. And that boy's hot. Steph Curry, oh, Lord, what up, baby? And then he's got some other stuff to talk about. But my friend, and look, the devil is a liar. Ed's not my son. I'm going straight to him. Ed's his own man. He doesn't have his hair conked up tonight, but he's got some real hot stuff with the sports. Ed, take it away, brother.
Okay, welcome everybody to the sports segment of the show. We're starting to hit summertime, so it's getting ready to get hot around here. First thing I want to talk about is boxing. Floyd Mayweather Jr. has offered UFC boxing champ Conor McGregor $50 million to a fight. It is unclear as to whether this fight would take place in the boxing ring or in the cage. If I was McGregor, I would take the money and run. I think that Floyd Mayweather is going to come out of boxing retirement, as I said a few months ago, and I think he's going to fight again. And I think that he will be successful in breaking Rocky Marciano's record. Okay, in horse racing, there will be no Triple Crown winner this year, as Nyquist, winner of the first leg, the Kentucky Derby, was upset by Exaggerator, and Cherry Wine finished third at the Preakness Stakes Saturday night. Nyquist finished a nose behind Cherry Wine, 3.5 lengths behind Exaggerator. It was the first time in 8 tries that Exaggerator has topped beaten Nyquist. Good luck to all in the third leg, which is the Belmont Stakes, which is coming up in a couple of weeks. Okay, tennis. The French Open has started today with one player being absent who has played here for many years. That player, Roger Federer, who had to withdraw, winner of 88 titles and a 17-time major winner. The world's world's number 3 ranked player had to withdraw and will miss his first major since 2000. Good luck to Serena and Novak Djokovic as the number 1 players the rest of the way, as I'm sure we're going to have some exciting finishes in this tournament. Baseball. Last Wednesday night, the Philadelphia Phillies pulled into a first-place tie with the Washington Nationals. This was the first time that they have been in first place in a long time, and they lost 2 out of 3 games to the lowly Braves, who has the second worst record in the majors, to fall into a third-place tie, or fall into third place, I'm sorry, behind the Washington Nationals and the New York Mets. It's a long season, and I don't know if the Phillies are going to be able to keep it up. However, my New York Yankees have won 5 in a row to move into from last place to third place in the American League East. The Yankees have the best bullpen in baseball with their 3 closers, and look out if they get you to a close game. I don't know how it's going to work. If they make the playoffs, they're going to be a very dangerous team. In the American League, in the major leagues, Baltimore is still leading the East at 27-16. They're 5.5 games ahead of New York and Tampa Bay, and they tied with Boston, who is 27-17. Chicago is leading the Central at 26-18. Seattle's leading the West in 26-17. As Robinson Cano plays for Seattle Mariners, have had an outstanding start to the season. Good luck to him. He used to be with my Yankees. I like the player. He's a very good man. National League, Washington is leading the National League East 27-17. Philadelphia is 2 games behind, with the Mets 1.5 games behind. Central, Chicago is still leading over there at 29-12. They got the best record in baseball. They look very good. It's a long season. Let's see what happens. The West, San Francisco has won 9 out of 10. They're 26-19. Look very good. Long season. Hockey. The Eastern Conference Finals. In the Eastern Conference Finals, the Tampa Bay Lightning defeated the Pittsburgh Penguins 4-3 in overtime last night to take a 3-2 lead in that series, the best of 7 conference series. The 6th game is set for Tuesday night, tomorrow night in Tampa, Florida. Look out, the Tampa Bay may advance to the conference finals tomorrow night. The Western Conference Finals, the San Jose Sharks and the St. Louis Blues are tied 2 games apiece, with Game 5 set for tonight, 8 p.m. It should be underway right now. It should be exciting. We'll see what happens. In other hockey news, in Moscow, Russia, Moscow, World Tournament. The Canadian team beat Team USA to advance to the finals to face Finland. The Russian team beat the USA team 4-3 to advance to that final. NBA. The Western Conference. This weekend, I watched the Cleveland Cavaliers lose their first game in 10 tries or 11 tries to the Toronto Raptors. This Cleveland team looked far different from the team that I saw win 10 straight playoff games to start the playoffs. I don't think that the Raptors will win another game in this series because they just don't look like they have enough horses to compete with Cleveland in this series, and I just think Cleveland is too strong, and they get back on their step and averaging just about 110 points a game. I think they're going to take the next 2 and advance to the NBA Finals. In the Western Conference, it's clear to see where the power is. The Oklahoma City Thunder, they blew out the Golden State Warriors last night, and it didn't look good for my boys, Golden State. However, I still believe that Golden State is the best team in the NBA. I think that they will bounce back to win the series. They still got 4 games left in the series, and it's going to be hard to beat them, man. They just tough. They just play too much team ball. I just think Oklahoma City plays too much one-on-one basketball, and sometimes I can get away from you. Winners of each conference will meet in the NBA Finals, which is set to start June the 2nd. In closing, I want to say that the WNBA Women's League has kicked off the 20th season last week, and Sergi Garcia in golf made a par putt on the first playoff hole to win the Byron Nelson title, and there was still no sign of Tiger Woods. I don't know what happened to Tiger, but hopefully he'll bounce back this season and come back and win the tournament and look strong. We're going to take a short break before we go over to Studio C. Take care.
Hello, everyone. I am glad to be back with you guys. It's been a couple of weeks. I haven't been here, but I guarantee you I'm going to make up for it all. Let's get this show on the road. All right. So the first thing I want to talk about is the tribute to Prince that was horribly done by the Billboard Music Awards. We got to do better. There was a tribute to Prince, the late great Prince, and it just went completely left field. It was not done to perfection. Hopefully BET can recover that. Next is the bear that was on the move in Newark, that was found in Newark, is now on the move in Cecil County, Maryland. So everybody's trying to look for this bear. Everybody's going crazy over this bear. People are finding the bear in their backyards. It's bananas, really bananas. But also we want to definitely discuss, there's a female named Egypt Ife Ufeli who was bullied in school. She's 10 years old. She was bullied in school because of her weight. Rather than taking an adverse action, she decided that what she's going to do is she's going to embrace her weight and she's going to start designing clothes. But the way she started designing clothes was basically for her dolls. Then her friends liked her dolls' clothes, so then she started designing clothes for the friends. Next thing you know, now she's a clothing designer with her own line, African-inspired clothing, and she's only 10 years old. She was in a fashion week, involved in a fashion week, and to be only 10 years old and that successful, that just is a big slap in the face to everybody who tried to embarrass her or tried to talk about her or ridicule her because of her weight. Now, who's laughing last? All right. So also we have coming up, we have Richard Raw Week coming up from June 4th until June the 11th. Everybody stay tuned. Everything will be posted on all social media websites, starting with Saturday, June 4th with Richard Raw's Park Jam to Saturday, June 11th with Word Warrior album release concert. It's going to be an awesome, power-packed week. Make sure y'all stay tuned. Make sure y'all are involved. Richard Raw, he is an amazing artist, an amazing person. So make sure that y'all go out and support. All right, so also Delaware is having a first-time home buyer seminar at the Christiana Hilton in Newark, presented by John Thomas. There's also going to be one coming up June 4th, 2016 in Dover, and another one June 18th, 2016 in Newark. You can register by calling 302-703-0727. Again, that's the Delaware's first-time home buyers program. A lot of people want to make sure that they are alerted of the upcoming events that are coming. And then now we want to go to, there was a incident that happened on Thursday. At about 3:15 p.m., a gentleman or a 15-year-old named Brandon Wingo was walking home from school. He went to Howard High School, and he was walking home from school along Clifford Brown Walk in Wilmington when a man wearing a winter coat approached him, shot him 3 times, and fled on foot. Brad, his father, found out at 3:18, 3 minutes later, that his son had been shot. He doesn't know why. A lot of stories are out there. But for him to be a 15-year-old child shot on Clifford Brown Walk, which is a very heavily populated area in the city of Wilmington, in the daytime, we need to figure out what happened. We don't need to let this situation extend more than necessary. It needs to be settled very quickly. This is the second Howard High School student to lose their life in a matter of less than 3 weeks. We got to get it together, Wilmington. We have to get it together. Right now, there is an award for up to $10,000 on information leading to an arrest. So somebody needs to say something. We need to figure out what happened, not necessarily why it happened. We just need to figure out who did it. So pretty much that's the situation with that Howard High School student. As more information is available, we will share it with you. There was also state police was notified at 11:09 a.m. An unknown man called East Millsboro Elementary School along Iron Branch Road and said that there was a bomb in the school. But that wasn't the only school that was called for a bomb threat. There was also Beacon Middle School in Lowe's, Delaware, Polytech High School in Woodside, Stanton Middle School in Stanton, and also Milford and Smyrna Police Departments were also notified for the Mispillion Elementary School and Sunnyside Elementary School, all for bomb threats. Why? Why? We need to keep our kids safe. We need to figure out who's behind the corruption. Pretty much anybody who has any information on this either needs to call the local authorities or get something together in this matter. Well, that's the news that I have for you right now. I just want to let you guys know that what we're about to do is we're about to go to a short commercial break to pay. Oh, it looks like we're not going to a break today. We're going to hand it right back over to Elder Ty.
Bless you all. In the absence of State Representative Potter and all the other crew, we just want to talk a little bit about Sakeem. I just don't understand how in God's name did they think she could do Prince any justice. All right. Having said that, I want to know where were WPD in that shooting. We're supposed to be doing now. I want you all to keep in mind, and this is, I don't want to make this political, but I'm running so that we might have better communication between our police officers and the community. First, I want to know if we're doing, it's a deployment piece. We have over 270-something officers, and clearly I know that we only have about 6, 7 officers, 8 officers on the streets at any given time. So we have a deployment problem. We don't have a shortage of officers problem. We have a deployment problem. And if you look at the numbers, Wilmington, Delaware, listen to me everybody, Wilmington, Delaware is number 2, number 3 per capita, right, for its police force. That means we're 2nd or 3rd in the nation for a city of our size. 2nd or 3rd in the nation for a city of our size. What's going on? All right, let's get it together. Let's get it together. Incidentally, want to talk a little bit about what's coming on, what's coming out the House Education Committee, and I'm fumbling with my piece because without the glasses, again, I know Bishop is laughing. Bishop Morton is laughing. From Tony Allen, big guy, and the community members, he wants the community members and the leaders to know yesterday the House Education Committee voted to move the House Joint Resolution 12 to the House floor. We're on the move. We're on the move. And this happens after a week after resounding chorus and advocates, folks going down to the House, folks saying, look, we need this redistricting to happen. We need this to come out of committee. So it's out of committee and it's on the floor. 8 votes in favor, and the folks who didn't vote, they just got up and left the room. They didn't vote. But anyway, it's on the floor. But the war is not over. Don't go to sleep. Do not sleep this one. It's not over. Call Tony Allen, call some of the members of this education committee, say, what must we do next? Because it's not over, everybody. It's not over. This is a victory that it's out of committee and it's on the floor. That does not mean it's over. It's not over by a long shot. It's a victory. Amen. Memorial Day's coming up. Hey, you see that right there? It's called a salute to the veterans. All the veterans who served in uniform and those who are out of uniform, but you served for us to keep our democracy what it is. I don't believe Trump, about making America great. America is already great. It's just a mindset. And it's not great for those who are homeless, those who are drug addicts, those who are still left out, least thought about, and lost in that web of not being able to do what everybody else are able to do. Is that are or is? I know you are.
Everybody else is.
Oh, the is. What everybody else is, get out of here. That only see how she did me? Now you know I'm talking about. Now you know why I talk about them women. Look here. What everybody else are able to do is what everybody else is able to do. That means get a job, get some income, get some income. We need income. Man wants to provide for his family, and if she's a single mom, she wants to provide for her family, and she wants to do it with dignity. People don't wake up and say, oh, I think I'll sell drugs today. People don't just wake up wanting to sell dope. Oh, I think I'll just go to jail today. Nobody wakes up. You can't make me believe people wake up and say, I think I'll go to jail today. I think I'll sell dope today. People feel like they're in a desperate situation, and people are feeling like there's no hope or hope is lost, so I got to do what I got to do. I say the devil is a liar. You're not doing what God has gifted you to do, because there are opportunities, but you got to work hard at it. You got to work hard. And remember, never, but never, 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 never quit. It's all right to give up. It's all right to give out, but never, never quit. Never give in. Memorial Day's coming up. You know I'm a veteran. I'm going to turn it over to Miss Nicole here. I'm going to see what she got, y'all. Memorial Day coming up, everybody. We won't be here till that evening, but Nicole.
Oh, my goodness. He asks me a question, I give him an answer, and then he tells the teacher that she's wrong. So that lets you know what kind of student he was growing up. The one always getting a note sent home about
Yes, I
how
did. Yes, I
disrespectful he was with his mouth.
Yes, I did. You didn't have to do. Yes, I did, old hater. Yes, I was sent home. Yes, I was.
See, Spirit just revealed that to me.
Speak, Lord.
Oh, my goodness. Oh, my goodness. Okay. So next Monday is Memorial Day. Most people consider it the unofficial start to summer, but it's officially Memorial Day. So we will be on the air, but we won't be on until 8 o'clock at night. Just wanted to make you aware of some things that are happening in the Wilmington community in case you are looking for a way to pay tribute to those who have served in the armed forces. So on Monday, May 30th at 9 a.m. at the Riverview Cemetery, it is located the 3300 block, 3400 block of Market Street.
That's right next door to the big one, the Resurrection Center.
Next to the Resurrection Center. So that's why I had to think about which direction. So I guess it's about 32nd Street, something
Right.
like that.
Mhm.
But the Resurrection Center will be partnering with the Friends of Riverview Cemetery. They will host a service honoring fallen veterans and their families. You are invited to join us as we show our love and support to these families and honor those soldiers who died fighting for our country. All people are invited to attend, and I believe that we're asking if you could bring a can donation or bring, I'm trying to remember the announcement, canned goods, paper items,
what is it,
and things like
perishable,
that.
perishable items?
Non-perishable.
Non-perishable items.
Non-perishable.
Non-perishable.
Okay, so here we're back
All right.
to a little
English,
education level.
education. Okay.
Non-perishable items that will be donated to veterans in need.
That's a good
So-
look. That's wonderful. That's a good look. Canned goods, paper goods. Maybe will they take like clothes?
I believe that we will also take clothes. And this is not just something that the Resurrection Center does once a year. This is an ongoing effort that we are trying to be.
Your bishop's not looking. I don't know why you don't have to do that. The bishops are not looking to be.
Leave my bishops alone, both of them, Bishop Townsend and Bishop Morton. Leave them alone in my presence. But we do everything that we can do to make an impact, a positive impact in
Yes,
the
you do.
community. So
you do.
we are giving out food on a regular basis, doing clothing drives and things of that nature. So if you are available on Monday, if you are a vet and you attend, we encourage you to wear your uniform. I do know that the Resurrection Center's male chorus, the Royal Priesthood,
Lord
will
have
be
mercy.
singing, and I
Lord
tell you,
have mercy.
they can sing.
Lord
They
have
can.
mercy. Wouldn't let me join.
Nope, not at all. Not at all. I'm not going to
Wouldn't
have
let me
any
join.
of that.
No.
None of that. Because he'd be correcting the director about, is that the right grammar usage? You know, so we can't have that nonsense. So again, it is this Monday, next Monday, Memorial Day at 9 a.m. I know a lot of people have the day off, but don't forget the families who are dealing with a loss and how, you know, it may be a day off for you, but it brings back a lot of memories of the person that they've lost in their lives. And we don't want to take their sacrifice for granted. And, you know, if you see a veteran, a smile, a hello, a thank you will go so far. You never know. So I'll share this, Elder Ty. I am getting ready to celebrate my 5th cancerversary.
Hallelujah.
It's officially June 22nd. But
Hallelujah. Thank
at
you,
the
Lord.
Cancer Treatment Centers of America, they do a 2-day celebration when you hit your 5-year milestone.
right?
And I tell you,
Wonderful.
they pull out all of the stops. There were 84 survivors, and they bring us in from all across the country.
That's encouragement for anybody who's suffering with cancer or diagnosed with cancer, because God is still in the healing
Absolutely.
business. Won't he do it?
Absolutely. Yes, he will.
Won't he do it?
And it was a 2-day celebration. They treated us like royalty, like they always do, but they really took it to another level. And I had the privilege of singing the national anthem to open the ceremony
Did you?
on Friday.
She can sing it. She can sing for real, y'all. She can sing. She can sing for real. I'm not. She can sing. She can sing.
Okay, let me finish my story,
She
man.
can sing. Go ahead. Go ahead.
And I tell you, it was such, I've never had anybody say this to me. She came up to me and she complimented me on the way I executed the song. But she said to me, my son is in the military, and I thank you for your rendition of that song. And that just brought back memories of my son and where he is and what he's doing as he represents our country. And I just want to thank you on behalf of those in the armed forces and their family members who are here waiting for their safe return. And I just thought, oh my goodness, that meant so much. And I've sung the national anthem a number of times for a number of different events, but I've never had anybody approach me and say that. And it meant so, so much. It really did.
That's why I tried to. That's you know. That's why I tried to cut you off, really, because you're not gonna have me sitting up here in front of all my people tearing up. You know what I mean? Because
I got tissue.
Isn't this nothing?
It's ain't that nothing.
Okay. It's just.
I'm just
when
bothering you. It's
when
not ain't. Okay.
And anytime, you know, when people don't see soldiers, male or female, who serve across the water, who serve domestically, but they have to be ready 24 hours a day. And they don't know when they're going to get the call, hey, or the shake to say, it's time to move out. And what you have to do, you have a duffel bag, and everything's packed. You have to be ready to go. There is no, I don't want to go today. It's none of that kind of stuff. When they say, let's move out, you got to move out. And we may be doing what we're doing, and you have to separate yourself from all emotions and be prepared to lay your life down for this country and your loved one. God bless you for that. God bless you for that.
Amen.
Incidentally, I know you're talking about the big Resurrection Center with the big Bishop Townsend and the whole crew over there, but I just want you to know there are some other little churches around that's doing some things, like New Destiny Fellowship. Yes, ma'am. We are out in the community Mondays through Thursdays. We're praying from 6 a.m. in the mornings till about 6:30 to 7. Whichever shift you want, get up early. Come on, join us right around the Vanderbilt Avenue area. We believe if my people, which are called by my name, would humble themselves, seek my face and pray, turn from their wicked ways, then I shall hear.
Right.
I know you're a scholar over there from heaven. And then I shall forgive them. That means even those of you who are still picking up those, God will forgive you. I will forgive them of their sins. But guess what? He says, I will heal the land. We got to put God first.
Right.
And then just a shout out to all of those who are meeting over at Bishop John Graham's church, the Apostle. He's been going out 6 o'clock in the mornings over on the west side, 7th and Washington forever, doing his thing. Join him 6 a.m. in the mornings. IMAC, the Interdenominational Ministers Action Council's got a litany of things that they're doing, so stay tuned. We'll be talking about that coming up. And incidentally, you can join us every Friday. This Friday at 10 o'clock, we'll be at the Hicks Anderson Community Center, where the new chief, and he calls himself chief, the guy with shiny head, yo, shiny head, looks good, named Ugandi. Yeah, Ugandi. He's the new executive director. He invites each and everybody to come over to the Hicks Anderson Community Center. Yours truly, they're allowing me to facilitate. I'm telling you, 1 hour. So don't come with that pork and that rhetoric. We come to talk about how we're going to dismantle some of this violence, this gun violence in our community. And we have about 25 organizations at the table. If you're an organization or person that's doing something great, we want to hear about it. 10 o'clock, Friday. Don't meet me there, you beat me there. And don't forget, June the 30th, I'm going to do what is called a friend raiser. Food is free. Beverages, I don't drink. Y'all know I don't drink, but those who do drink, it'll be there, for, over there somewhere. And music, and if your pastor won't let you do the slide, then you need not even come. I'm just telling you, because they're going to be doing the slide. I can't stop that. But it's the fundraisers so that I might get some money, get me some signs. Everybody's like, Ty, where's your signs at? Where's your signs? I say, Lord, have mercy. Do I have to have a sign too? Y'all stop it. Please stop it. I just want to serve you a little bit different September the 13th. When you pull that lever, won't you trust me? Won't you trust that I'm going to do the right thing? Get it done. Right, the Elder Tyrone C. Johnson. That's it for me. What about the other ladies? We want to say something nice about them?
Oh, I always say something nice. So Miss Denise's not here. She is traveling, and of course with the bad weather, we want her to stay safe and not rush to get here before the end of the show. So hopefully we'll see her next Monday night.
Memorial
Day.
I wanted Ed to talk a little bit more about Steph Curry. He didn't, I don't know why, man. I don't know what happened to Ed. I don't know what, he lead with that fight, that Mayweather fight. You know what I mean? I don't know what's going on, man. With, I don't got no rank around here, man. Maybe
none whatsoever. You know what I like about you, Elder Ty, is that you have this interesting way of cracking on somebody and their appearance so nicely. You're smooth about it. Talking about the man and his shiny head and all of that, but it's just amazing. It's amazing to me. And I know that you had a guest tonight who had on some slamming socks. So you're going to run out and get some new socks for next week so that you can continue to be casket sharp. I know that. And you just have to do you, Elder Ty. You have to do. But on a serious note, as you talk about prayer vigils that are happening in the community, I don't have to tell you that prayer changes things. And one of the most important things that it does, or the most effective things that it does, is that it changes you.
Woo! You preaching now, Rev. You preaching. You preaching.
So if you have an opportunity, and you don't have to be at a church. It's not about being at a prayer service, the Bible tells us that men ought to always pray. So you can pray doing 65 miles an hour on 95. We need to keep our city in our prayers, our leaders in our prayers. When we talk about our leaders, to me, that starts from the home level to the neighborhood level, state level, national level, worldwide level. There are just some unfortunate things that are happening. You know,
But
we've got
God,
planes
but
dropping
never
out the
forget,
sky again.
Never forget, God ordains all authority.
Yes.
God ordains.
Yes.
Let's go back to Ed. Ed's chopping over there, and then we're going to come back and close out. Ed!
Okay, he's not mic'd up.
He's not mic'd up.
So Elder Ty jumped the gun.
I thought Ed said bring it to him. I thought he said bring it to
All
him.
right. Well,
He ready now? Ed!
We got a little time left over, so I wanted to speak a little bit more about the Golden State series and Oklahoma City Thunder. It's probably one of the best series that you ever want to see because I think we still got 4 outstanding games coming. I think it's going to go 7 games, and there's a debate on who is the best player in the NBA right now. Is it LeBron James?
Stop it,
Is it
man.
Stephon Curry?
Yay!
There's no question in my mind that Steph Curry is the best player in the NBA. This guy last week in a game against Portland hit 17 points in overtime to win that game. And that's a 5-minute span. He hit 17 points. The guy is just absolutely unbelievable. One thing that I can tell you, no lead is safe when this guy is in the game because his range is clearly unlimited. LeBron James, I love you to death. You're a very good player. But right now, I believe that Stephon Curry is the best player in the NBA right now. And if I had to choose a player to start my team with right now, I love you, LeBron, but I got to pick the guy who can hit the ball, hit that basket from anywhere on that court. Give me him because he can blow you out of the water from anywhere. And this is what I like because I did see one game against Oklahoma City this year, game tied, 118 apiece. He hit a shot from 60 feet away just as the buzzer sounded to win the game. Clearly, totally a tremendous feat. Only can be done by Stephon Curry. All right, we're going to go back over to Studio C and Elder Ty.
My God. I told you. That Ed boy with them sports. Is it them or those? Is it I'm the Elder Ty on the bottom line. Thank you, State Representative Charles Potter. Thank you, Ed. Thank you, Nicole. D. Surratt, classy that she is. And congratulations again.
thank you.
Oh,
Thank
God,
you.
See?
Thank you.
See?
And I will be talking some more about health issues. Actually, the first Sunday in September is National Cancer Awareness Day. So we recognize and celebrate people living with all types of cancer. And then I'm hosting a conference for women living with all types of cancer the end of September. It's called Kaleidoscope, Empowering Survivors, Mind, Body, and Spirit. So stay tuned. There's more coming.
I'm just wondering why the head was linked over to the side like that.
Whose head? My head?
That one while you walk, the head was.
Oh,
like-
stop it. Stop. Okay. So I've had enough of him cutting up tonight. Hopefully you have as well. My name again is Nicole D. Surratt on behalf of State Rep Charles Potter, on behalf of Shakeem, Deneen, Elder Ty, and Ed. We thank you so much for joining us this evening, and we look forward to doing it again. Next time, same place, same channel, and it's all about the bottom line. Have an excellent week. Take care.